The Seahawks lost the Los Angeles Rams on Saturday in a wildcard matchup for the NFC West. Russell Wilson started the season as an MVP candidate. However, in his last 8 games, Wilson has not cracked 250 passing yards. On the other side of the ball, the Rams defense is ranked number 1 in points per game, allowing an average of only 18.5 points per game. Now we'll get into some of the keys to the game.
All right, so for the Seahawks, you want to go after the Rams linebackers. As we said last week, they're not a good unit. Troy Reader should make it to the bench, but his replacement, the actual starter, Micah Kaiser, is back, but he's not really that good in the first place. They have some backs like Chris Carson and Carlos Hyde who can be alright receiving threats. They're not really receiving threats, but angle routes, swing passes out of the backfield screens, any of that should work quite well. Then they should play the option conservatively because John Wolford hurt the Cardinals last week when he decided to take off and when the Rams designed packages for him to run the ball. Marcus Golden got absolutely beat and gave up contain on several Wolford runs. Then the base defensive package has improved over the last couple weeks, and they're a great unit against stopping the run, but they need to improve against stopping the pass. Bobby Wagner isn't who he once was in terms of pass coverage, but he's still very, very good. Jordan Brooks is a liability in coverage, and the and then they have to tackle immediately after the catch. The Rams really hurt teams by just it's almost always run after catch yardage that's gonna lose you a game if you lose to the Rams because Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Darnell Henderson, Cam Akers, all these guys are like pretty good run after catch threats. Then the keys for the Rams are more passing on early downs, and that means like quick game, just get the ball out and let your guys run. They did it a lot last week. Then keep the option game going. KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner played it quite well, but uh, it consistently gives you running lanes up the middle because they're inherently more cautious of the option. And then just give Wolford easy reads. I'm gonna assume Wolford starts this game because it's in the cold up in Seattle, and Goff's thumb is probably not okay. Um, Easy reads like they, they're incorporating a lot of the stuff that the Ravens do with Lamar Jackson. They took a page out of Greg Roman's playbook last week and basically used Malcolm Brown as a fullback and gave a lot of quick passes to their tight ends Gerald Everett and Tyler Higbee. And then the fourth thing for the Rams is just take DK Metcalf out of the game. Jalen Ramsey has allowed DK Metcalf like one catch in their two matchups this year. He's really good against him, so that should be no different. And we'll move on to injuries for the Seahawks and Rams.
All right, so for the Seahawks, Jamal Adams seems to be a game day decision. So players that missed practice, Jaron Reed, uh, Dwayne Brown, Chris Carson, which was mainly due to load management, and Jason Stanley for the Seahawks. Also limited Mike Iupati, who missed 2 games, and DJ Dallas, who's also missed 2 games. For the Rams, Aaron Donald didn't practice, but that was due not to an injury. David Edwards, the offensive lineman, didn't practice as well, and neither did Jared Goff, who is kind of questionable whether or not he's going to play. Limited Joseph Noteboom, Micah Kaiser, uh, Natrez Patrick, and Cam Akers, who's probable to play this weekend. So it's in Seattle. It's an afternoon game. I think 1:40 local time in Seattle. It's going to be mostly cloudy. It's low 40s, so it's going to be cold, but not really any chance of rain, so it shouldn't be too bad weather, but it'll be
All right.
cold.
Now we're gonna move into the predictions for the game.
All right, so I've got the Rams winning 26-20, and I think it's gonna be a relatively lopsided game, like a lot of Seattle games this year, where like the other side absolutely dominates them for one half, it could be like 20-0, but then like the Seahawks are gonna inch back, but I think they're gonna fall just short.
I've got the Seahawks winning 33-29, and I just feel like it's going to be a rematch of the Week 16 matchup, except there will be more offense this time since the Rams do have something figured out on their offense with John Wolford as their quarterback, since he is able to run out of the pocket, unlike Jared Goff.
I got the Rams winning in this one because mainly of the Rams defense and how good they've been throughout the season. I think the Rams will win like 27-24.
I got the Seahawks winning 28-18 because I think overall the Seahawks offense is better than the Rams with John Wolford, and I think if Wolford does play, the Seahawks will have tape on him, unlike the Cardinals. So I think that'll hinder him a little bit, and I got the Seahawks winning.
All right. And that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe.